Alrighty guys, how's you going today? So yeah, should have bright one out. The sun's finally out. And I finally shaved my face. Wasn't quite due yet, but it's starting to bug me, so figured I'd just cut earlier, be done with it, shave it, whatever. So I didn't get the chance to mow my lawn last night like I wanted to because it was too wet, and then early this morning it frickin' rained. So I don't know how it's doing. I think it's could be dry enough to be mowed now, I think, but probably work on that pretty soon here anyways. But I figured I'd give you guys another little update here. Yeah, I had if you guys remember the tractor I want to get, it's still for sale. It's just that I have emailed them multiple times and they didn't ever reply back, and I know that they're getting them or something because they're, I don't know, but it's because the very first time that I did it on Tractor House and it didn't go through. So then I tried it again and it went through, and then I sent them a couple, or one anyway, off my actual Hotmail. Because I didn't know if maybe those two were the same or not, the email addresses. Because on Tractor House, they don't show the email address. It just says email them. So, yeah, that's what I had to do. I emailed them, didn't get anything in response. I know that they could have reapplied back by now. So I don't think they really check them. That's the thing. Which, then why you have an email address, I don't know. Because if you're not going to check it, why have it? So, I called them. I called them this morning, and well, I guess the guy that I'm supposed to talk to about the tractor, he wasn't in. He's on his way back. So he's supposed to be, apparently he's supposed to be calling me back at some point, I guess, whenever he can get back to the office. Right now he's out of the office. So, but there was one guy there that I was talking to. He says he doesn't know much about it because he's not the salesman. You have to talk to the salesman about tractors and stuff like that, I guess. So I just he gave me what information he could, and he says as far as he knows, because I had to ask him some questions and stuff and crap like that, and he says as far as he knows, there's nothing wrong with the tractor. He says as far as he knows, there isn't any missing parts, because that's something else I need to know about too. I want something that's reliable. I don't want something that's, that's gonna run like a bag of shits, to be honest with you. I want something that'll go through its gears good. So, but he said that as far as he knows, there was nothing wrong with it. There wasn't really anything wrong with it. I think there was one other thing I asked too. I'm trying to remember what it was. I think it was, I had asked if they ship. And from what this guy says, because I'd have to still talk to the salesman, but as far as he knows, they do ship. And they charge about $5 a mile. And it would be about 100 and so miles from the dealer to my house. So not really a lot. Maybe a couple $100 anyway. I don't really know, but you guys can do the math. So, but yeah, yeah. But he was saying that there could be an issue. He says since they do ship, which is good news for me, which it's actually the kind of news I've been wanting to hear, because I would like to find a dealer that hauls, I don't have to find a hauling company. So I might have saved a little bit of money there. So when he says that, since it's going to be hauled, it would have to be hauled on a trailer. He says that there could be, well, I guess it's like a lowboy trailer, and he was talking about the axles or something. So he says that they may not be able to go across the bridge with it, which I think they can. He says that he doesn't know what the bridge is like because he's never been this far up. So he doesn't know what the bridges are like here, or what they're like here. So he says that all they could really do is haul it down. And then they said if they can't get across the bridge with it, they said that they would have to unload it there in that town. That's just right over there. They said if they can't, because he says that because I had explained it to him like where I live and how this would work and stuff. And he says, oh well, if you only live half a mile from that town, he says that if we can't get across the bridge, you could just drive the thing home because it'd only be like half a mile. It would probably take you not even 5 minutes to drive across. And plus, I can jump off and take the dike home too, right? I don't have to go all the way around like where the summer truck's coming right now. I wouldn't have to come all the way around, so I can just come right in and jump off the bridge and go around to the dike, and we'd be home. So here comes the truck right now. So, but he says that's if they can't haul it across the bridge for whatever reasons, I guess if they can, then they'll probably just bring it right to my house. So, but I forgot to kind of ask about the duals, because the tractor comes with duals, and I don't know if they would ship it with the duals on the tractor or take them off, because I think if they would be left on the tractor, then it might end up making it might become a wide load then, instead of like just an ordinary load, because the duals would stick out, so then it would be a wide load or oversized load, which I don't know if they charge extra for that or not. So I don't really know. So what's going to have to end up happening is, if the tractor if it'll still be for sale by then. It's been on Tractor House all summer, so I think it will be, but I think, I don't think anyone's really biting, because they're asking a little bit too much for it, especially for the amount of hours that it has. So, but it is in decent shape. It's not all beat up and rotted right the hell out, so, And yes, this tractor is coming. The tractor came from a farm. I guess the farmer is retiring, so he's selling out. He's actually, from what the guy said, when I called the dealer, he says that this guy is still bringing stuff in, like other tractors and whatnot. So it'll be interesting, I guess, to see what else I won't know what farm it's coming from, but I guess if you see new equipment on their lot, then you'll know. Or you have a general idea anyway. So, but yeah, the one I'm looking at is coming from it. The farmer already sold it to the dealer, and the dealers are obviously trying to sell it. So, and I don't know if anyone's even been biting on it. I don't know. There could be someone else looking at it too, but they might be thinking, oh, well, they're asking too much for that tractor when it's got so many hours on it. But it's not really that bad. So, but yeah, so I figured it was coming from a farm, because like the pictures I've seen on there, at the time the tractor was still at the farm. They even had it hooked to a mower of some kind, so they were still using it at the time. So, but I guess since he's retiring, he's selling out. So, meaning there might be some land for sale too at some point, but I ain't going that far for land. So, but yeah, so it's nice to hear that there's a good chance that they can ship If they can't go across the bridge, it's no big deal because they can just go to the truck stop, unload it, you know, and then I can come pick it up and drive it home. The thing is that the duals. I would like it if they would leave the duals on the tractor because then I can just take the whole thing home and be done with it. If they have to take the duals off for shipping, then me and my uncle are going to have to manhandle those tires and load them into the back of the pickup. Or we're going to have to drive the 400 across the bridge and take that to the truck stop, load up the tires, you know, take a chain, you know, and then he'll have to drive the tractor home with the duals hanging on the end of his bucket because we don't have pallet forks for the loader, so which sucks. But not, you know, we've never needed them, and as far as I know, my great grandpa's never needed them either. Because if he did need them, we would be having a set laying around somewhere, unless he sold them. I don't know, but as far as I know, we've never had pallet forks here, or for that big 400 anyway, or even for that Super M that he had back even before he got the 400. So don't know. Right now, I need to get a hold of the salesman. I gave the guy my name and my number so he can call me back when the salesman can call me back when he gets here. If I'll be here when he calls, I don't know. So if I'm gone, I wrote out a little list for Mother. She can answer the phone for me and talk for me if I'm not around. I am thinking about mowing my lawn pretty soon, so that's going to be eating up probably about an hour's worth of time. May want to go to the farm first. That could probably take up an hour. I didn't give him my cell phone number, so I just gave him my home phone. I forgot to give him, I guess I could have gave him my cell phone number. But yeah, so far from what I can tell anyway, the guy that I was talking to, he seems pretty nice. If they perform to my liking, you know, if they really, I mean, normally dealers, when you buy something from them, regardless if it's new or used, you know, they love it because now they just made a profit. You know, compared to when you just go there and you buy parts or oil, they don't really care about that. They care about you actually buying a piece of machinery that's worth, you know, thousands of dollars, you know. So naturally they're going to be pretty nice to you and stuff. But we'll see how they do. If I like how they did it and whatnot, I maybe if they'll be around in the future, maybe I'll be buying another piece of equipment from them in the future. Mind you, they're quite far away, but you know the thing is, if nowadays it seems like that's the only place you can find good dealers. Is, you know, you got to go far away. You got to be close to a city, not a hick town, because it seems like when you go to dealers that are around hick towns, they're all kind of like stuck up, or you know, they don't give a fuck, you know, kind of thing. So unfortunately, yeah. Is that a crack in my sidewall? No, that's just a crack. Never mind. Thought I had a split in my tire. But I guess not. It's just a piece of the rubber. No, Big Red's getting new tires this fall anyway. He's getting new tires all the way around. So, and there's something else that I found out too. I'll share this with you quick. If you look on this tire right now, I don't know if you can be able to see it, but you see those two plugs that I did. Okay? There's one right here, there's one right there. Okay, well I think on that plug there's another fucking nail in the tire. I found it like earlier, like a few days after. That's just stupid. So that means I would have a third plug in that tire. But I think if I do take this tractor in to put a blower on it and whatever, I may just have the front tires replaced because that's a shit show. Yeah, they're going to charge me extra for that front left tire because it's got slime in it, and I think they charge you extra because now they have to clean the rim and everything. Whatever, they do it the proper way anyway. What I did was just kind of like a temporary fix until you can actually get it to the dealer and have them actually replace it. So I think the John Deere might get new front tires. The rear ones are good. I don't notice any nails in them yet, so of course Big Red just takes a fucking pounding off, you know, running over nails. Well, he is my workhorse, so it does everything pretty much all for me. So yeah, so we will see what the if the tractor will still be for sale by then. And then I will be starting to probably do hint videos. I was thinking about maybe doing one in this video to maybe give you guys a little bit of a taste for it, but the tractor's not here, so I really can't, you know, do anything really good about it. I mean, I could give you a little bit of hints here and there. Okay, I'll give you one hint. Okay, I'll give you one hint. It's 160 horsepower. Overkill. Yes, it's overkill. But that's the way it is, because it's the closest tractor around, and it's the cheapest tractor around. The rest of them are all, as far as I know, that they're too far away, and they're charging a couple grand just to have one shipped here. If you were to go from a completely different state. So yeah, there's your hint, number one. It's 160 horsepower. Now I know Double O Strike was talking about. I think he was talking about that tractor I plan on getting to maybe put a blower on the back of that. Okay, well that's not a half bad idea. Yeah, it's going to have plenty of power to run a blower. The thing is I'd have clearance issues. One, I'd have a hell of a time fitting between the stump and my building. Okay, and then I would not be able to fit where my power wire is at because of the cab. And yes, the tractor does come with a cab, so I guess that'd be your second hint. So it's 160 horsepower and it has a damn cab on it, so I would have a clearance issue with wires. So really putting a snowblower is not a bad idea, because it'd be good at the farm, because they've got plenty of yard there to blow open. But I think for my property, I think the best bet is to put a blower on the back of this thing, because you kind of need a small blower for small areas. So yeah. So there's your hints. It's 160 horsepower and it's got a cab. That's all I'm going to tell you for right now. So if you guys would like to leave your hints below, you can. But yeah, there'll be probably plenty of more hint videos coming up, so you guys can always kind of guess. Every time, maybe, I guess, I don't really know. Once per video, maybe, I guess, whatever. Once per hinting video. I don't really know. I don't even know what fucking I really want to do, but I already gave you some hints, so well, actually what you can do is you can think about that. You can take those hints and think about it. That'll help you think about it, what tractor I'm getting. So apparently one subscriber already kind of knows what I'm getting, but the tractor he's talking about is just my dream tractor. It's what I would like to get. So it's a dream tractor. It probably won't ever happen. If it does, that's great. But if it don't, it don't. So, well, yeah. So that's pretty much it. Just want to give you guys a little bit of update. That I finally called the dealer, because I had emailed them so many freaking times and they wouldn't reply back to them. So I don't know if they're not getting them, or if it's just going instantly to spam, or just automatically deleting them, or what. I don't know. But it's a little bit disappointing that they have an email address, but they don't ever reply back to it, or they don't ever check them. So crap all over my antenna. That's gotta be bird fucking fly shit, I bet. I've seen that the birds like to sit on this rod. Stupid things. They probably sit there overnight and they shit over it. Damn little bastards. But yeah. There's something right there. Look at that crap. Comes off though. Huh. So yeah, I just got a message there. I guess he called. Yay, I can make a video and I can still get freaking comments, or I can get texts too, and I can read both. Freaking right. God, I love this phone. It's just so, so delicious. That's even the fancy way of saying that you like your fucking phone. It's delicious. There's still tons of shit I haven't even learned about yet on this fucking phone. It's incredible. So, but yeah, my sister was thinking about getting a new phone as well. She wanted to get the new iPhone 7. But come to find out, they're only a Wi-Fi and Bluetooth phone. They're not, like, I guess like this phone. So, I really should just maybe talk her into getting a phone like this. Freaking right. Well, even though she don't really care for the camel color. But maybe get an older model or something. And someone was always saying, too, that about... Been getting a lot of comments, just from my regular viewers about this phone. Apparently about this phone catching fire or exploding. As far as I know, it's not this phone. This is the Galaxy S7 Active. The ones that are being on the recall list right now are the Samsung Note 7 or something like that. My mom said that she heard something about them phones, I think this morning even, that you can't use them on an airplane. I guess it does something. So, and there's been a couple of YouTubers saying too that those phones, that those notebooks, whatever the fuck they're called from Samsung, those Note 7s, that they explode or whatever. I think my mom said something about that too. That is right. So, but I don't have that. I have a Galaxy S7 Note or Active. I think the notebook ones or whatever, I think they're more like an iPad, which is what I have. So they're bigger. So this is just my cell phone. But yeah, I don't think there's really anything wrong with this Galaxy S7 here Active that I have now. You know, the only complaint that, well, I have two complaints. One is that the battery life, it's not the greatest. It works. It gets the job done. It's just that it seems like it sucks the juice down quite a bit. Now, there could be a couple things that I could disable that would probably help save a little bit of juice. Like when I put my phone in the hibernate mode, the clock and the date actually still shows up on the screen, but the rest of it's black. I like that feature because I don't have to wake my phone up to check the time. I can just pull it out of my pocket, glance at it, shove it back in. I don't have to, put in a passcode and unlock my phone or whatever the hell it is, I don't have to do that. But you can disable it, and they did say too that if you do disable it, it will save on some juice a little bit. So, but I'm not going to really worry about that. I like that clock feature, so I'm going to put up with it. But I think there's a couple of other things I could disable that would help. And then another complaint I have, let's see, well, besides the battery being a dick, is the sleep timeout thing on this phone. Like, you can leave your phone, and you can set it for like 15 seconds up to 10 minutes before the phone would go into sleep mode on its own. You could never disable that. It was only 15 seconds to 10 minutes. Okay? There was no setting for off. So I Googled it, or I YouTubed it actually, and they actually make apps for this phone that actually will override that and actually turn it off. So I have that on right now. Of course, it sucks because you always have to manually turn it on every morning when you turn your phone off. So, which is not a big deal for me, really. But, whatever, It sucks that I had to download an app to just disable that. That should have been a feature because it was a feature on my iPhone. And of course, I had it disabled. Well, I had to have it disabled because when it was enabled, you could use it. And I was uploading videos. When my phone would fall asleep, it would actually interrupt the upload of my video, and then it would cause it to fuck up, and I would have to restart. So I disabled it, and I was able to upload videos. Apparently on this phone, no matter if you put it into sleep mode or not, the phone will still continue to upload the video. Because it won't fuck it up. So that's good in a way too, to know that you can still do, like, if you're uploading a video from it and your phone falls asleep, it's not going to interrupt the video. It's just a point that I don't really like my screen going into sleep mode, without my say-so. So that's why I went and got that disabled app to disable it. You can still turn it on and off if you need to with the app and whatever. But yeah, And of course, the Weather Channel app still doesn't even. It never worked on my iPad. The map never worked, and it don't work on this phone either. Like the rest of it works, but when you want to watch the radar map, it doesn't work. So I just downloaded the NOAA weather app on this phone. I use that, and then I have another weather thing that tells me the weather, like the temperature and the wind speeds and stuff like that. So I have two weather apps. You know, even though I think the NOAA weather app tells me wind speed as well. So, yeah. So, yeah. And guys, I'm going to prepare to take off. So, yeah. Apparently the guy just called me back. I figured I wouldn't miss his call, but that's what Mother was for. I had explained it to her. And so, I don't think I'm going to be going down there this month to take a look at it. I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm just going to go down there on the day that I think I may buy it, which will be in October-ish sometime-ish. It'll still be for sale by then, maybe. I'm going to go down there. I'm going to take it for a test drive, and then if I think it's worth it, I'm going to buy it right then and there. That very same day. I'll fill out the paperwork, write them out a check for however much the tractor cost me, and I'll tell you guys what the tractor costed me when I get the tractor here. And or when you guys figure out what kind of tractor it was. So, but for shipping, or where the hell was I going with that now again? Son of a bitch. But yeah, right now I just have to figure out the shipping to figure out how they're going to get that tractor here shipped here. Apparently, from what I could see on that text, because it disappeared kind of quick, apparently he would have to measure it. So, just put the damn thing on the fucking trailer in there, that'll tell you. So, but yeah, so that's what's going to happen. I think in October sometime, I will run down there. And if it's still there by then, take it for a test drive. Put it through its paces a little bit, see if it goes through all its gears fine and everything. And then, if I'm satisfied with it, I'm going to buy it right then and there. Write him out a check. And he can cash the check when they're ready. And then they can, apparently they'll ship. The bridge would be the problem. They don't know exactly yet what they can do with that. So, if they can't go across, which I'm sure they can. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. But if they can't, there is a truck stop. Okay, that they can go at. They can unload it there. And then we'll come with either the other tractor, or we'll come with the pickup and we'll load up the duals. If the duals are unhooked. If they're hooked up to the tractor, then I can just take the whole damn thing home and be done with it. So, but at least, you know, if we do get a new tractor, it'll be a new toy to play with. We can have another, yeah, freaking right, it's a new toy. Another new toy that we can tinker with. I basically did everything I could to Big Red now, so I need a new project now to work on. The only thing that's not on Big Red yet are the rear work lights, which I don't even know if I'm going to add any. I don't know if I need them. If I do, I may just put one on. I have basically everything. I have a CB, and then of course the antenna, and then I got my warning lights, and then I got a snowplow obviously with it too, so that's really all I guess I need. The John Deere doesn't have anything. Well, the thing with Big Red, I like to put some brush guards on Big Red, but I don't know. The John Deere is going to need some LED work lights as well. I got to maybe put one on the brush guard and one on the back or something. So, oh yeah, and then of course the tractor will be going in two and having. It's going to get the seat upgraded. It's going to get a 3-point hitch and a 540 PTO put on the back. Possibly new front tires. I really think that's it. I don't need anything else. Well, I'll probably have to get front weights for it, but you can get them anywhere, really. I can order them totally separate from the deal, but yeah, so I will give you guys another hinting video. I gave you one now. It's 160 horsepower and it does have a cap. So, but I'm not going to tell you the make and the model yet. I will probably once the tractor actually gets here, that's when I'll probably give you guys more hinting videos. For right now, maybe I figured I'd give you like a little sneak peek, kind of like thing. So, if you guys want to guess, you can. And we will see what happens. I mean, it's still going to be a while yet before I do buy the tractor, but I figured, you know, it's been on Tractor House all summer. I don't think anyone's going to buy it besides me, because I just don't. If someone was looking for a good tractor, that'd be it. And if they really wanted it, they would have jumped on it, regardless of price. So, you know, I don't know, but maybe there's something wrong with it that I don't know about, but you think that they would have said. So, but yeah, so anyways, guys, I'm going to take off, so I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.
Thank you.